You will never, ever, ever motivate somebody else by worrying about them, by expecting more of them, by demanding or making or forcing or pressuring. It does not work. They may do something once to shut you up, but it will never create lasting change, because the second thing we've talked about is people only change when they feel like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the third thing that I didn't understand is that the other wiring in the human brain is that human beings default to what's easy right now. And we actually actively resist what's hard. This is why we sit on the couch instead of going to the gym. It's easier. This is why we push off paying the bills. It's easier. Changing your life requires you to do something that is hard now, which means you have to want to. In fact, there's this saying in addiction psychology that the experts kept saying to me as I was researching this book, which is that people only get sober when being drunk is harder
Mm.
than doing the very hard work to face what you're running from. And it makes a lot of sense. And the other thing I'm going to offer before I tell you the technique you're going to use is that, we look at people that aren't as successful as we think they should be or aren't as motivated as we think they should be. And we think that they don't care or that they're lacking willpower and motivation. It's actually
Mhm.
the opposite. The hardest working person in a classroom is the kid who's failing. The hardest working friend of yours with their health is the one who's struggling with it. People know when they're not reaching their potential.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
People
absolutely.
who are struggling are constantly thinking about the fact that they're letting themselves down. They are in deep conflict and friction with themselves. They are not stuck and unmotivated. They are trapped in this tension between where they're at and constantly feeling that they're letting themselves down. And a lot
Yeah.
of times, what's missing for the person that you're trying to pressure to change is the belief that it's actually going to work. So why bother? What's missing is hope. And then you and I come marching up the stairs to our adult kids to bark about the resume and to get off Xbox as if they don't know that they need to work on their resume to get a job. It just adds more shame, which is
Yeah.
creating the standoff. And so here's how you're going to use the let them theory. First of all, you got to say, let them learn from life, let them fail,
Right.
let them struggle, let them flunk out, let them run out of money, let them, let them, because every expert says that learning from the consequences of their decisions is a critical part of somebody feeling the internal motivation and pain that is required to want to change for yourself.